of Python. Okay, this is not an interview. This is a just group discussion and improve your technical skills. Okay, so I am asking some important questions of Python. Okay, what we have studied till now, and one by one you can answer of this question. If you not know of this question, then you can simply say no. Then I will ask this question to another students. Okay, so first I will start from you. Okay, can you define interpreter? What is interpreter?
Sir, interpreter is the
Yes, tell me.
I interpret the line by line program.
Okay, means interpreter is used to interpret the line by line program code. Okay, so Python is an interpreter based language or compiler based language?
Interpreter based.
Okay, so how Python interpreter work? Suppose that you are writing Python code
Yes, sir.
and execute this, then how interpreter will interpret Python code?
Sir, code is generated machine learning code. The source code convert to machine learning code. Then output.
So who will convert the source code to machine code?
Interpreter.
Okay, interpreter can convert or interpreter just execute?
Convert.
Okay. Can you tell me the complete implementation of Python interpreter?
So it just execute the code line by line. If there is some error in multiple lines, then it leave the first line. If there is no error, then it comes to the second line. If there is any error, then it will show to you.
No, my question is that we are writing the code of Python. Okay, then how Python code will convert into the machine code and finalize the output? That process I want to know.
Right time, this time, a bit confusion about it, so I can't explain.
So interpreter will convert the code given by us so that it can be analyzed and run by the computer. So interpreter
Means
is basically a
interpreter
compiler.
is used for conversion or interpreter uses some additional component for conversion?
No sir, it's
Because-
only used for conversion.
Interpreter is used to conversion, directly convert the code
Yes, sir.
and convert into the machine code. Okay. Okay, I think it's not correct. Okay, the first Python code, yeah, use it.
Sir, there is a process inbuilt process in this code that first of all we write a code that convert into bit code, then then again it is converted into byte, and then there is a interpreter which convert the machine code to Python code. So I think it's like that.
Okay, means Python contain Python virtual machine. Okay, PVM, we can say that. If you are executing the Python script, then first it will load into the Python virtual machine. Python virtual machine will contain inbuilt compiler that is used to convert Python code to byte code. Okay, and this byte code will be transformed into the machine code. Okay, byte code to machine code will be another conversion, and after that this machine code will be executed. Okay, so this will performed by the interpreter. Interpreter work is that it will send the code line by line. Means first line code it will transfer to Python virtual machine. Python virtual machine will process this code and generate the machine code and execute this. After that Python interpreter will send to second line of code. After that third line of code. So the first phase is interpreter. After interpreter there will be Python virtual machine. Python virtual machine will internally do the process of this code and generate the outcome. So that is the internal process of Python program. Okay. Okay. Next question. What is data type in Python?
Data type is
Yeah, definition of data type. How to define
data type is memory allocated.
it? Okay, means it is used to allocate the memory. That's good. Another benefit of data type.
Data type
Use it.
Data type, it is used in define the size of the data.
Size of the
Data.
Okay. And any other work? Python support data type.
Yeah.
Okay. How? Suppose that I am writing x assign 10. I think that in variable, it is the variable declaration. It has no any data type. Then how Python manage data type?
Sir, it is a predefined function type. We can use the type function.
No, you can get the data type using type function, okay, but how Python manage data type internally? My question is this.
Yes, it is used such as integer function like integer, float, characteristic.
This data type Python supports. Okay. So suppose that I am writing x assigned 10, then how Python manage data type here? You say?
It's depend how we are writing. If you write it in the double quote or single quote, then it will automatically take it under the string. Or if you directly write a number, it will count as a number or float value.
In simple answer, Python identify data type using literals or according to assigned data. If you are assigning numeric data, then it will automatically identify that it is the integer. If you are assigning the float data or decimal data, then it will automatically implement that it is a float. Okay, according to assigned data, Python identify data type. Okay, that's it. That's why what is the loose coupled declarations? Yeah, what is loose coupling? You say. Loose coupling, do you know about it?
No depend data identifier.
No depend,
No depend data identifier.
you say.
No dependency identifier.
Okay, no dependency of data type is called loose coupling. Okay, so Python is loose coupling data type declaration, its support. Okay, that's why no need to write the data type under variable, constant or any literals. Okay, it will automatically manage according to assigned data. So that is called a loose coupling declaration. Yeah, loose type coupling. That is the answer. Okay, the next one. Next question. What is elif statement in Python? Elif keyword. Have you used this keyword? Elif.
Continuous statement.
In continuous statement it is used. Elif. Are you sure about it? You say. What is elif?
So when there is a multiple conditions, then we can use elif. Syntax is that if first of all we use if, then condition, then if there another condition is there, then we can use elif. So it will execute one by one. If the if statement is satisfied, then it will come out to else, and it will not execute into elif. But if it is not executed, then it is comes to elif. Then it will again, if we again add condition, then it will move to elif.
Okay, simply you can say that elif is used to provide the conditions when if condition is false. When if condition is false, then again you want to provide the conditions under false condition. That then you can use elif keyword. Elif is the combination of else if. Okay, the short form of else if is called elif. Okay, another programming language we use else if, but in Python script we use elif in place of else if. So you should provide the accurate answer. If you go into the interview and interviewer asks to you any questions answer, then you should provide the answer in short. Okay, not the related answers. Suppose I am asking about the data type, then you say int, char, float. Data type is a definition of data type. If I am asking about elif, there are many cases that I am asking about the meaning of elif, then you can simply say that. Okay. Another question, Python supports switch statement or not? Switch statement supported in Python or not? It not support. Not sure. Support or not support?
Not support.
So what is the alternative of it? Do Do you know about switch statement? You heard about it? Switch statement. Any alternative of switch statement? Else if, else if, elif, this is what? Switch. Switch is also the implement the option based programming or condition based programming. That can also be managed by if else statement. Okay. What is the main difference between break statement and continue statement? You say. Break and continue. Yeah, what is break statement? You can tell in Hindi also. If you're not answering in English, then you can tell me in Hindi also. But at least you answer. You tell.
So break statement is used where if some condition is satisfied and we want to go out of the particular program. So break statement is used there, and for continue, if we want to skip that value, then we use continue.
Okay, that means continue. If I want to terminate the loop after continue statement, then what I can do?
After continue.
Just continue statement execution. I want to terminate the loop. Then what you will do?
Can you repeat the question?
Suppose that I have used one loop, okay, and implement continue statement.
Continuously.
After continue statement, I want to exit from the loop. Then what I can do?
Then at the top of just at the inside the loop, we at the top of the loop, just inside the loop at the top, we just write a break statement.
Which statement?
Break statement.
If you write the break statement just
then
starting
that's
the
why-
loop, then loop
there's
will
always-
terminate
also-
in first time.
Okay.
My question is not this. My question is this. After execution of continue statement, I want to terminate the loop. Then what I will do?
So maybe change the condition while true, and if after continue, we can change true to false. So the loop will terminate.
Yeah, this type also. Simply we can write break statement. Okay, just below continue, I can write break statement because the continue and break both can be applied in same statements. For example, you are writing the loop for I in range 1, 10. You simply write if I equal to 3 continue, and just below of this continue statement I will write break statement. So this will 1, 2, 3 is the continue. After continue it will terminate. Okay, what is the pass? What is the work of pass keyword in Python?
The pass keywords it used to give the empty list, like I don't define that.
You say?
सर empty मतलब कोई कंडीशन दी हमने, फिर पास लगाया तो empty हमें रन कर देगा, ना कि एरर देगा.
Okay. Pass keyword. Empty block declaration. If you want to declare any for loop, any if else statement or any block level statement in complete Python script, then you can use pass. Pass means nothing, because Python not support brackets. Okay, in other programming language you can use brackets, empty brackets, okay, opening bracket, closing bracket. But in Python, in place of opening bracket and closing bracket, you can simply put pass keyword. That's it. Okay. Okay. Now I am asking some logical questions. Okay. So my question, my one real-time problem is that I have one ball. Okay, simple ball, and I want to proceed the ball to 5 steps forward and 5 steps reverse. Okay, 5 steps forward and 5 steps backward. Then how to implement how to implement using Python program. Use it.
Sir,
You understand question?
yes, sir.
I have one ball. Okay, I want to move the ball to 5 step forward direction. After that, 5 step backward direction.
Sir, this condition use for loop.
Okay.
For loop range 1 to 6.
1 to 6. Okay.
1 to 6.
For forward direction.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Then second loop j in range I to 0 to 1 to minus 11. 1 to I minus 11.
You say. Yes, yes, Hindi.
सर सिंगल फॉर लूप का यूज करेंगे जैसे 1 to 11 चलाएंगे फिर इफ एंड एल्स कंडीशन का यूज करेंगे इफ I equals to 5 दे देंगे एंड एल्स में 11 minus I ब्रेक कर देंगे
You say. She is correct.
No sir, while statement use करेंगे while loop, then we can if the condition I equal to 1, then in while if I is less than equal to 10, then we can use if statement, if else, and in if we can write that
If you are writing I less than equals to 10, then it will execute 10 times.
no, sir.
My question is that I will just move forward 5 steps
Okay,
and
then-
move backward 5 steps. Okay, that's it. For example, ball will shift from this to this, and again this to this. Okay, that steps I am implementing.
So we can give the condition that I equal to I, while statement तो देंगे I is less than 10, then we can give the I equal to I plus 1, फिर प्रिंट कराएंगे 11 minus I, तो जब तक वो 5 तक पहुँचेगा तो उसके बाद फिर कंडीशन दे देंगे हम कि if I is equal less than 5, तब वो एग्जीक्यूट होगा, नहीं तो फिर वो नीचे else में आके 11 minus 5 होगा, जब 6 11 minus
You said. What is the logic of this?
Sir, we can first using for loop. I is range less than equal 11. First we can use
Less than equal to 11 is not possible in Python.
I less than 11.
You tell the
I
script
to
according to
11.
Python language.
I to 11
I to 11.
range for loop.
What is the syntax of for loop in Python?
Sir,
For
variable for I in
variable
range
in
1 to
range
11.
1, 11.
11.
Okay.
Then we can use if else statement. If I less than 5, less than equal 5, we can implement print of I, then else, and we can given the condition again 10 less than
10 less than. 11 less than or 10 less than?
11
11 less than.
yes,
11 less than. 11 minus.
11 minus I.
11 minus. Okay. Is correct?
Actually, I don't know how he is writing it.
Okay.
That's why.
You tell.
You can implement it either using for loop or while loop. You can choose any one of them. Okay. Let's take example of while using while loop. It's easy to understand. Then we can take a I value and having a value to the 10 or 11, and inside that while loop you can use if else condition. There is in if condition if I value is less than greater than 5. If I value is greater than 5, then print that statement 1 by 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and increase up to that. And if I value is 5 or 5 or greater than 5, then just decrease that value again in else condition. Then at the time if then it will, and in if condition it will print 1 to 5, and in else condition it will print 5 to 1.
How to print 5 to 1? What you will write? two variable you will take.
No, you can take two variable or one variable also.
One variable also you can take. Okay, that well the value of variable is first increase and after that decrease.
Decrease it, yeah.
Okay,
When it
that's
will
all.
increase up to the 5, then start decreasing it.
Okay, you say
Right.
same logic. You understand this? Okay, tell me the logic of leap year. Okay, what is the logic of leap year? Tell me. Suppose that I want to check the leap year. The year is leap year or not? Then what condition you will use? Leap year, do you know? In Hindi also you can say. Okay, what is leap year?
लीप ईयर के लिए सर फॉर लूप का यूज करें उसके बाद
फॉर लूप का यूज करेंगे लीप ईयर के लिए, यहीं पे गलत हो गया। फॉर लूप की क्या आवश्यकता है लीप ईयर के लिए? नो नीड टू फॉर लूप। इफ एल्स यूज करेंगे ना, इफ एल्स यूज करेंगे। तो व्हाट इज द कंडीशन? देखो क्या है कि यहाँ पर आते ही जब आप इंटरव्यूज में आते हो ना, तो या कि कोई भी डिस्कशन में आते हो, तो आपके दिमाग में एक एक्स्ट्रा एक फैक्टर काम करने लग जाता है, ठीक है, जो आपके दिमाग के अंदर एक नर्वसनेस क्रिएट करता है। तो उस चीज से पहले आपको हटाना है, क्योंकि आपको यदि आएगा भी और यदि आपके पास नर्वसनेस है तो आप बोल नहीं पाएंगे। मुझे पता है कि बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स ऐसे आता है पर बोल नहीं पा रहे, जैसे आप नहीं बोल पा रहे हो। आपको डीपीआर आता है, बनाया भी होगा, पर क्यों नहीं बोल पा रहे हो? डर क्यों रहे हो? वही डर तो खत्म करना है। मास्क भी लगाया, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, वर्ल्ड वाइड वेब में पहचान भी नहीं होगी आप। बोलिए, मास्क लगा है ना, कोई समस्या थोड़ी है, कौन पहचानेगा आपको? बोलिए। लीप ईयर के लिए क्या कंडीशन होती है?
उसके लिए i5 is equal to less than मॉड्यूल n।
प्रोग्राम बनाया है आपने लीप ईयर का, तो लॉजिक याद क्यों नहीं है? आप बताइए।
सर इफ एल्स का यूज करेंगे।
हम्म।
400 मॉडुलस बाय 4 डबल इक्वल्स टू 0 एंड
अब 400 मॉडुलस, ईयर मॉडुलस 400 equals to 0, this is the correct. What is the another conditions? Except this condition, there have any other condition? You tell.
100 sir. If I module 100 is equals to 0.
100 equals to 0. It's incorrect. You say.
सर ईयर जो है उसको मॉड्यूलस करेंगे 100 नॉट इक्वल टू 0, और एक और कंडीशन देंगे जो ईयर मॉड्यूलस ऑफ 4 इक्वल टू 0।
इन दोनों के बीच में कौन सा ऑपरेटर होगा?
और ऑपरेटर, सॉरी एंड ऑपरेटर, और जो 400 मॉड्यूलस, जो ईयर मॉड्यूलस 400 उसमें और ऑपरेटर आ जाएगा।
Okay. You say. What is the logic of leap year?
Sir, year modulus 4 equal to 0. Then again condition year modulus 100 but not equal to 100.
Not equal to 0.
0.
That is the leap year.
That-
Another conditions? Accepting this. You say.
Basically, we have two conditions, and we can use it if else if and else condition to prove that. In if condition, we can use that if it is divisible by 400, then it's a leap year. Else if it is divisible by 4 and not divisible by 100, then it will be a leap year also. Otherwise, else it will not a leap year.
That is correct. That is correct. Okay. You know the answer but not answering properly. Their main reason is nervousness system, nervousness problem. Okay. तो पहले आप अपने अंदर किसी भी टाइप का कोई एक्स्ट्रा बर्डन मत लाइए, ठीक है। आप ये समझिए कि दिस इज द जस्ट ग्रुप डिस्कशन, दिस इज द स्किल इम्प्रूवमेंट सेशन, नथिंग एल्स। ओके ओके, द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन आई एम आस्किंग सम लॉजिकल क्वेश्चंस। ओके, फॉर एग्जांपल I want to print ASCII code. I want to print ASCII code of your name. Okay, any name I want to provide. Then I want to display their ASCII code. Then what program logic you will implement? You tell. First, which type of variable you will take?
Yeah.
Okay, how you will use loop or equals anything else, and what predefined method means. Complete script I want to know. Tell me.
Sir, first we let the variable
Yes.
and then implement conditional character is equal to
Which type of variable you will take means what data type means which type of variable you will take. String type, which
string
type?
type.
You simply say, I am taking the variable who and declare the string type value. After that,
we can use if else condition.
not if else condition. You say.
So we will find the length of the variable which we have given. Then we will perform a loop iteration for I in range 0 to length. Then we will find the character itself. For example, x is equals to L of or variable of I, and we will find the ORD of that character, and we simply print the ORD.
That's it. Any another logic? Accepting indexing? Any other logic? I am not. I don't want to. This is also correct, but I don't want to use indexing mechanism. Then how to implement this program?
For each loop.
For each loop also. Okay, you can simply take the variable s equal to, what is your name? Praful. S equal to double quotation Praful or single quotation Praful for I in S. I in S means S value will copy into the I one by one. Okay, colon. Print simply ORD I. Simply print ORD I. That's it. Okay, so this type of logic you can implement in your program. Okay. The next one is what is the tuple? You say tuple. What is tuple? Tuple is immutable. Okay. Immutable object or immutable variable or immutable reference or immutable what?
Immutable object.
Okay.
According to list, tuple is flexible.
Okay. According to list, tuple is much flexible.
Much
Okay.
flexible.
Simply you can say that tuple is a immutable object. Okay, means we can't modify the tuple object's value dynamically. Okay, this is the answer. Okay, what? Tell me the 5 predefined function of list.
Predefined function. Append method. Remove method. Sort method. Max method.
Max method, min method. Okay. What is the difference between append and extend? You say. Append method and extend method. What is the difference between both of them? What is the difference between append method and extend method? You say.
As it clear from its name, in append method, we can add a value at the end of the list, and from by using the extend, we can add another list at the end of the first one list.
Okay, simple normal variable we can add using extend method.
But
Extend
we have to use that in
not use any list object. I normally use normal variable x बराबर n. Okay, x बराबर 1. I want to extend x into the list.
I have never tried such programs.
No, sir, we can't extend.
We can't extend because the extend only take list type of object. Okay, not the normal type value. Okay. Without plus operator, I want to perform addition. Then what you will do?
In list or normal? In whether you have to add up
No, normal.
normal.
sum of variable.
Which one?
Sir, suppose x is the variable one list. We can.
I am not asking about list. I am asking about normal two variables A and B. I am assigning A assigned 10, B assigned 20. I want to perform addition to A and B. Then what I will do?
Print sum.
Sum AB. I am not taking list. I am working on normal variable. I don't want to use plus operator. Use it.
extra variable.
बिना प्लस ऑपरेटर का यूज किए हुए एडिशन का प्रोग्राम बनाना है. एडिशन करना है लेकिन प्लस ऑपरेटर यूज नहीं करना है दो नंबर्स के बीच में.
Add method का
हाँ, ऐड मेथड का यूज कर सकते हैं. हाउ?
x dot add.
Add method. How to use it? What is the syntax? For example, variable A assign 10, B assign 20. Then how to write add method?
x dot add field c.
So add a comma b in bracket.
Add a comma B. Add or something else.
We can use that the Python method which is already installed in it, that a dot underscore underscore add underscore underscore b. It will give you a plus b.
Yes. A dot underscore underscore add underscore underscore at last, and after that B. This is the syntax. Otherwise, A minus minus B. A minus minus B. I have used minus, not the add. Minus minus plus. Okay. This is the approach. Another one is that you can take the A and B into the list and use some method. First, that thing you say A and B, we can take the list and use some method. So there are three approaches. You can perform it. Okay. So you should improve your technical skills. Okay, more and more. Okay. After that, again we will conduct this type of session in next Saturday. Okay. Then you should implement all the program from fundamental to advanced. Okay, that's it.